to part 2 of my Goodwill Hollywood and Sunset. I'm gonna link up part 1 up here if you want to catch up, and let's get straight into the haul. I spent $150, and I know what you're saying. You're like, girl, what did you buy? That's too much. Did pay up for some items, purchased some things for myself, and then other things I'm taking a gamble on. Only 2 of the items were priced up, and I bought them because they are 1950s vintage items, and I'll go over why I picked them out with you. But let's start with what I'm keeping for myself. Also, I did have a 20% off coupon, so keep in mind that it's 20% off the ticketed price. But first off are these Fry boots. They look beat up, but I love that look. I love this like 1950s engineer style look. I've been on the hunt for this style of boots. I even have a pair of Fry boots bookmarked in my Poshmark closet, but they have them for like $200. So when I saw these, I was like, oh my god, hell yeah, get in my cart. They are beat up. I'm gonna take them to my shoe guy and see if like, I mean, I don't think the heel's broken. Maybe this one, but I don't care. I will rock them. These were marked $14.99. After my 20% off coupon, I paid $11.99 for these Fry boots. These are some Doc Marten boots. These are just 8-hole Doc Martens, meaning they're pretty short. They're not full size. They do have an inside zipper. They are a size 5, which is kind of small, but I mean, they're a women's size 6. So I think that's okay. They're not that small. These were $19.99. After my coupon, I paid $15.99 for these. They definitely need to be cleaned up, but I think I can get between $50 and $80 for these. Next, I think this might be 90s vintage or maybe early 2000s. And some of you might not see the value in this, but I picked up this like bomber jacket. No, it's kind of like a hiking style jacket, color block. It's like a forest green and has the blue, but I picked it up because it's by this brand El Mexicano, Marquez Brothers. So they are like a cheese company here in Southern California. I actually live down the street from their headquarters, so I just like their logo. They just have Mexico, Marquez Brothers, El Mexicano. It's kind of like similar to finding like Marlboro, like the cigarettes, or like Camel, or even like beer paraphernalia, like Coors Light logo items, or I've even seen like Home Depot jackets, but I just feel like this is definitely cultural. But so comps for these are between like $30 and $40. That's what I expect to get back. This jacket was 50% off. It was a white tag, so it was $19.99, $10, and I had a 20% off coupon, so I ended up paying $7.99 for this jacket. Is a 1960s drop waist dress. I love the beadings, sequins. These are like mirrored rhinestones, so sparkly. This is by the brand Miss Elliott, California. If you don't sell vintage, you can always try Googling the label. And I know a lot of people say like in vintage labels don't work, but sometimes you can find other listings, other garments by the designer, and then that'll kind of like kick off your research, and you can see, oh, okay, she made these types of dresses, the listing prices, and things like that. I feel like I've sold this similar silhouette before, and I sold it for about $85. I think that's around where I'm going to list this dress, between $85 and maybe like the low $100. This dress was only $14.99. I had that 20% off coupon, so I paid $11.99 for this dress. Love it. Item, I think it's late 50s, early 60s, and it's this vintage sequin jacket. Look at that sparkle. And I recently found a top that it matches the same like sparkle. But this is the jacket. It's fur trimmed, so obviously immediately I knew it was vintage. It does have a vintage label. The label is the first clue that it's vintage because it's an old looking label. Modus I did try and look up information on the manufacturer and couldn't find much, but I have found similar listings going up to like $400. This jacket, I mean, listings are everywhere from $85 was the lowest one that I found, up to $400, but the type of fur also makes a difference. So like ostrich feathers, marabou, those tend to do higher. I'm not sure what type of fur this is, if it's mink or fox or beaver rabbit. I'm not sure. I need to do some more research. I always recommend the Vintage Fashion Guild. You can look up information on designers, look up tags, look up photos, look up styles. So I'll definitely be doing more research on this, but at the lowest, I plan on listing this for $85, maybe even over $100. This one was marked up. It was marked at $39.99. I did decide to get it because it is a larger size. Again, it's right here has a size 2 of 44, which would be 44-inch bust. Larger sizes always do better in vintage because they're so hard to find. A lot of the vintage that you will find will be small. So whenever I find a larger size, I immediately grab it. So after my 20% off coupon, I paid $31.99 for this jacket. And the last item I picked up at the grand opening is this 1950s novelty print dress. It was so gorgeous. It was on one of the mannequins when I walked in, and I immediately said, hey, I want that dress. So I couldn't see the tag, and the girl brought the mannequin down. She's like, I'll find you and give it to you. I'm like, okay, great. So then she found me like 10 minutes later, and she was like, here you go. Looked at the tag. It was marked for $69.99. So I was like, ooh, $69.99. But then I was like, okay, I think I can for sure, at the very minimum, double my money, if not even triple my money on this, even at $69.99. Why? Because it's a 1950s novelty print dress. Google that, Google 1950s novelty print dresses, and you will see a list of dresses start at the lowest, $75 up until over $400. And you can do that by Googling the images. This is an Italian, see here, here's a better view of the gondola. So this is in the 1950s, I think it's the Venice print. You can also try and look at the hemlines and look at the seams, because a lot of 1950s novelty prints will have the mill name print on the edges. I can't find any. I tried looking everywhere. I couldn't find any name signed, but that's usually when it's homemade. So this might have been manufactured, and I also think that because there is a lot size right here, so that means it was probably manufactured. It does have this little trim with rhinestones, which is an added bonus, and there is a belt attached, so that is an even added bonus. When sourcing vintage, always look at the zipper. Metal zippers always equal mid-century, if not pre-1950s. In the 1960s, they moved to nylon zippers, and the zipper moved from the side to the back. So now most standard manufacturing for dresses is the back zipper. So if you find anything that has a side zipper, I would immediately put that in your cart and Google more information about it. But you can also go on Etsy and Google like Taj Mahal print, Parisian print, vintage Parisian novelty print, vintage Taj Mahal print. Again, we identified the gondola, so I would Google vintage gondola print, vintage novelty gondola print, and you could pull up similar styles and then do your pricing that way. So, and I still have to do a little more research. Again, it is a very small size. This is probably like 24 inches. So if it were a larger size, I could command even a higher price for it. I'm still on the fence of where I'm gonna list this at. I'm thinking between $150 and $175. Dress was marked for $69.99. I did have that 20% off coupon, which is why I was like, I'm taking it. After the coupon, it came down to $55. So I think $50 is like the max where I'll pay for a vintage item, depending on the comps, obviously. Like, I'm not gonna spend $50 if it only sells for $60. But yeah, so that's how I do my math in my head when I'm out shopping. This video and realized I completely forgot to show you another item that I purchased. I don't know why I thought I only purchased 6. I actually purchased 7 items. So, and this item could potentially pay for the entire haul. So that's amazing. And that would make me some great profit. So I think I'm actually going to track this, and then I'll do a part 2, hopefully like maybe in a month or maybe in 2 months, but I'll link both videos together and see how much total profit I make from this haul. So the last item is this Veronica Beard suit. It's the set. I was doing some research on this style and I saw a sold comp on Poshmark for $260. But that was a new with tags jacket, but it was only for the jacket and I have the suit. So I think I'll do very well with this. It's a size 6, very pretty emerald green. And I did a Google image search and I did find, I think it's called the birdie jacket, but I will verify. And it does have the matching pants, so I'm excited about that. This set was listed for $19.99. After my 20% off coupon, I paid $15.99. Hopefully this will make me back my cost of goods, and then everything else I sell will be profit. So that's it for today's video. I had so much fun. I really enjoyed going to a grand opening. It was my first time ever going to a Goodwill grand opening. I actually ran into Matt from Why So Thrifty. I'm gonna link his channel here. He was so sweet, so nice. I genuinely love watching his videos and like his live shows. So he was so sweet. Shout out to Matt. Check out his YouTube channel, and I think he was going to make a video. So hopefully it's live so you can check it out and see what he found. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below which one was your favorite item, which one would you pick up, which one would you not pick up. And I'll see you tomorrow for some more Vlogmas. Bye.